Hi, I'm Dr. Yadawara, and I'd like to explain the changes that are occurring to the estrogen product insert. What is a black box warning? Every prescription that's written comes from the pharmacy with a product insert, and that product insert has the recommended dosages, the route of administration, the mechanism of action, as well as the risks. The FDA's sternest warning is called a black box warning, and that warrants particular interest and attention because it discusses the potential risk of the prescription. In January 2003, the FDA issued a blanket black box warning on all estrogen and estrogen products without consideration of whether that estrogen was used systemically or locally. What are the actual changes being made to the estrogen product insert, and will there still be a black box warning? The black box currently warns against the increased risk of breast cancer, dementia, and heart disease. All three of those are going to be removed from the product insert. The product insert also has wording recommending using the lowest dose possible of estrogen for the shortest period of time, and that's being completely removed as well. Finally, rather than a blanket warning against all estrogen products, you'll have a specific risk profile on each type of estrogen that's used, systemic versus local and oral versus transdermal, because there is a significantly lower clotting profile in transdermal or patches, creams, gels, rather than oral estrogen. Will there be a black box? There sure will, but that will be warning against the use of unopposed estrogen or estrogen without the use of progesterone in ladies that have a uterus. And using unopposed estrogen is a well-known increased risk for uterine cancer. Why did the FDA make these changes to the estrogen product insert? This decision was made after careful and extensive review of updated research, public commentary, and expert input. They analyzed 30 trials and 26,000 women and found that there was not an increased cancer mortality. And in fact, hormone replacement therapy was found to have a decreased mortality in women if started before age 60. The original black box was issued with early interpretation of Women's Health Initiative data and didn't take in consideration the timing in relation to menopause, the age of initiation, or the route of administration of the estrogen. What do these changes mean to you? I think as a patient, you'll have a more accurate assessment of the true risks that are associated with the particular type of estrogen that you're using. I do suspect that more clinicians will be writing hormone replacement therapy, and my recommendation would be to choose wisely, choose an experienced, board-certified physician that can help you navigate your risks and choose the right formulation for you. Just because a black box has been modified and the product insert has been changed somewhat doesn't mean that these medications are without risk. How's my practice going to change after these updates to the estrogen product insert? I think it's going to be pretty much the same. I'm going to continue to carefully review each patient's family history, their risk profile, and cooperatively have a discussion with each patient and decide which estrogen or estrogen product is right for them. As a board-certified OBGYN with over 30 years experience prescribing hormone replacement therapy, I've seen hormone replacement therapy written without consideration of risks. I've seen the fallout of the Women's Health Initiative where many clinicians were fearful of writing hormone replacement therapy, and that brings us to now. And I suspect that many clinicians will start prescribing hormone replacement therapy again. Throughout my career, I have continued to prescribe hormone replacement therapy. I've educated myself, gotten additional training, and made decisions cooperatively with each of my patients. My parting recommendation would be that if you have issues with hormone replacement therapy and complications, that you seek a board-certified, well-trusted, experienced physician to help you manage those because, once again, it still has risks associated with it.